Let me configure these pylons and we just have to load it. One by one. If you want to start grabbing Hellfires, you can. And I can't hear you for some reason.
Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
How is that done exactly?
Alright, so Ace interact with the truck, Gamma,
Yep.
H64 Echo.
I'm on it.
And then choose one of the...
So what do you want me to load up?
If you want to start working on Hellfires.
Okay. So you just did the Sidewinders just now?
Yep, putting the last Sidewinder on.
Alright, I'll get started on the Limas.
Yep.
This is different.
Yeah, it takes forever.
Do I have to have the orientation right or just load it on?
No, just Ace interact.
And then just rearm?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You're working on Limas or Kilos?
Limas.
Work on Kilos. You try not to hit each other.
Yep.
With these, because,
Do they actually potentially blow?
No, they just hurt really bad. They're heavy.
Okay. Do I have to load on 4 total, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, good God. Alright.
We got 16 Hellfires we have to load.
Who thought this shit up?
Well. Lima Charlie on 7-0.
Why can't I hear them? That's odd.
It's a Maverick.
Yeah.
Oh, is the model messed up?
It looks like a Maverick, right?
Yeah, that's 100% a Maverick.
But, in terms of the interface, I've apparently picked up a Lima. Hellfire Lima.
What do you guys need? Oh.
We're just loading everything that's in the truck. So there's Kilos and Limas in there.
You want the Ace ones or which one?
I don't know which one I'm using.
They all should work now.
Yeah, so I have Ace and non-Ace at the moment.
It's non-Ace, isn't it non-Ace Limas and it, sorry, yeah, it's non-Ace Limas and it's Ace Kilos.
Ground crew.
Yeah.
We need a ground crew / A-10C controller.
Right? Lieutenant Warren, I think it's supposed to be Ace Kilos but non-Ace Limas, no?
Yeah, I just happen to use these. I can always change them back.
Careful they don't hit there. Apparently they hurt,
Yeah,
Barba.
Yeah.
Oh. Right.
Any section of Snake, this is Phoenix 1 on 7.1.1 radio check.
Maybe Charlie. 1.1 out.
Roger.
Alright, I got one more Lima to load up here.
Alright.
Geez, with this kind of rate, we're gonna need ground crew.
I was about to say, why are you having to do it individually?
Some new system, apparently.
No, we still got 4 more.
Oh, fuck me. All right.
You want me to help?
Um,
Can
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that might work. The only caveat is just make sure you don't cross the streams here. Apparently, hitting people with your missile could hurt them.
All right, let me see.
Just aviation issues.
So there should be 4 more Limas to load up on the other side. I'm grabbing one right now.
More Limas.
Okay, I'm grabbing one right now.
I'll grab one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one.
I think it's enough.
Got enough?
No, no, including yours.
Oh, okay. How come I can't see the little dot?
You got to interact with the truck, not with the bird, to be able to grab the missile.
Trying to find that little dot.
I got it.
Okay, well that's
Make
bullshit.
sure you guys condition for your rifles, by the way.
All right.
Okay.
Oh. Excuse me.
Done. I'm assuming that they're going to want us in the briefing at some point.
They'll let us know. I'll let you guys know.
All right.
I don't understand why I can't see that dot.
Right here. I'm standing
Where
inside.
did you stand and seen it?
Looking right at it. Here, come in my spot and
This is
just
not
look
where
right
I-
at it.
He was standing.
The last one, I think you're good to go.
So you're using the
That's it.
regular self-interact, right?
2 of 'em. We're not gonna do
Not
that.
sorry, just using the regular ace interact, right? Not self-interact?
Copy.
Yeah.
Go if I have bar the truck.
I don't know. It's right here in front of me.
Yeah.
You can watch my helmet cam feed later on. It's right there.
Might wanna watch out.
All right. Well, shit. I don't know. All right. I want to over there. Anybody need a ride?
I think I'm good here.
We have the Air Forces in route, so.
I'm just gonna prep the radio up here really quick.
Oh, copy, I need
Thought this is Phoenix 1-2 on 7-1.
This is one.
No, this is 1-2 calling for Thunder on frequency 7-1. Let us know if you need a hand over there with your load up. I'm not sure if it's different for you now or not.
Alright, my radios are set.
Yeah, I'm just about done. All right, I'm set. I'm stepping out.
Dagger warlord on 7-0.
This is Uniform on 7-0. Dagger has not loaded in yet.
Copy, uniform. Will you be able to advise us when the task force commander wants us to meet over there? Over.
Hey, firm, I will let you know.
Copy, thank you. Warlord out. Alright, let's take the Air Forces in route.
All right.
Can you hear me back there?
Yeah, somehow I ended up in the back row here, but I can hear you fine. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you back here.
Copy.
Somehow I ended up in this seat. I don't know how.
Where's our fourth pilot?
I'm not sure. Hang on, I'll check.
If not, call Bowman up.
That looks like him right there, isn't it? I'm gonna step out. I'll check.
Howdy.
Hey there. Oh, there you are. Are you good to go?
Yeah, just taking my time.
It's all good.
We got anything yet, or are we just still hanging out?
We're still hanging out at the moment.
This is Uniform 170. You are clear to come over for the briefing whenever you like.
Sounds good.
You go,
I'll hop
copies.
in the back.
Chief Marino?
Yeah.
You didn't hear... Hang on.
What do you say?
It's fine. Once we get out, you didn't hear earlier, but we're supposed to be condition 4 once we get out there.
Sure thing.
Yeah, make sure you guys are condition 4 when you get out.
On it. It's all good.
Underwood, 171.
He doesn't seem to be monitoring 7-1. I already called him earlier. I got no response. Yeah.
Oh, he's finishing up his rearm. I don't want to take his MRAP if he's still in there.
Yeah, of course. We can always just take a couple of these ATVs. We can always just take these ATVs if we want.
No, we'll wait on.
Still, Warren 171, are you at the briefing already? Over.
Looks like he's just stashing his truck here.
Ah, jeez.
All aboard.
Gusto's already over there.
Friggin' hate this place. Order when you can suck the big one. Let me tell you, this little trail here is about 60% greener than actual Fort Irwin.
Gusto's already here. Gonzaga.
I'm hoping Kulaj gets in here. He's trying his hardest.
Yeah.
Go ahead and move inside so we don't get yelled at. These nerds walking together.
That's off comms, 10 Sierra.
Back on comms.
Roger.
I am now.
Havoc 1-1, frequency check on 110. 1 copies out.
That's back on comms.
Fuck you want, tell. Okay. Earplug check.
Thank you. You got your earplugs in?
No. I'm gonna put them in until we step
Roger that.
LT, let me know when everyone's ready, the task force is ready to go, and then we'll start our briefing and like our intro before the briefing. All right. Can I was doing work. Last calling station, Roger, over.
This is Dagger Radio check 70.
Charlie, frequency 70.
Gibbs.
Oh, we're all in a nice long line.
I think I was just telling you I had the AT4.
Yes. Yeah. Speaking of which, Carol, yeah, you're on ours, and Lindsay, you need to get on mine. Yes. Yep.
Oh shoot, I loaded it in the wrong spot.
It really doesn't matter.
I wouldn't check until I'm in the air.
Yes.
You will have to talk to the task force commander.
I don't know.
What's
If
up?
one of us
Who's right
isn't
here?
supposed to, then I will take not having it. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
LT, can I borrow you for a second?
What's that, LT?
Can I borrow you for a second? Over here.
So which one do I go for?
Just dump the GL and grab a thermal instead. It doesn't really matter. I'm taking a tube, so. Yep.
You gonna check mine again?
You're gonna go KIA, Philly, and then we're all gonna be lost.
Well, we'll eventually get going here.
Speaking of that, though, you actually, even though I'm acting as 1-6, I'm probably going to be still on the front.
Robert, this is actual radio check 130.
I'm more comfortable with craziness anyway, so I can
That's
do
better
that.
than thinking of it as piss color.
Yeah, if you want to hang out with 1-7.
So this is basically the first FTX mission following Operation Thunderstorm, and just about ready to kick off. Believe that
Oh, Dagger, I still have. Do you need
Task
anything
Force
more?
Commander and folks are getting stuff sorted out tonight.
Nothing.
We got the XO, so Lieutenant Hammersmain is going to be being the Task Force Commander. He's got his I don't know. I'm hearing this. I think Sergeant Munson might be stepping up
The answer to your question from before is
and acting as 1-6 tonight, or something like
Okay.
that. Or I'm not sure what's happening, to be honest. We'll figure it out soon enough.
There you go. Yep. Cool.
Or he's 1-7. I don't know. Well, we shall see.
Alright, Steve.
No, that's not true.
Where is he?
Eyes on.
Tonight's mission is R2P2. So for those that don't know what that means, basically, briefing is in the field, execution is in the field. There was no op ord or operation order given prior.
I got a feeling like I'm.
So as we stand here, we have no clue what we're in for. We're just ready to roll.
Yeah, I'll have Archer with me. You're gonna have Philly with you.
You're,
Okay.
you haven't carried a saw in a while. I think you're gonna be brave.
Assault elements. If that's the thing, I still don't know what the mission is, so I guess we'll find out. But if it's a traditional thing, you'll be in the back with the support.
That's just dumb, LT. Not saying that you're dumb, sir, but just saying the situation. breaking contact, and you're just gonna be at the front just spraying saw rounds everywhere with a whole platoon of infantry closing in on your position. And of course I can't.
I should not be able to fucking hear you right now.
Shit. All right, I better go on whisper. Anyway, no, I wasn't on whisper. I was on normal. Oh yeah, and you know I can't leave you behind, so I have to be there with you.
Battle buddy tonight.
Well, I did hear First Sergeant Brewer's voice there, so clearly he's here tonight. I'm not sure if he's Zeusing or what he's doing. What do we got? We got...
Richie's still on comm. Both comms at the same time.
Roger. What? I do not, but I already weigh 36.
Oh, crap. Alright, to all you folks that are watching on YouTube right now, I'm going, if you're watching, I'm going to have to just stop the stream and restart. Not that we've missed anything anyway. We're just kicking off, so be back in a second. I just forgot to enable Twitch, so be right back. And we're back. Again, sorry guys, I just had to restart the stream here. We haven't started anything yet, so no, you haven't missed anything. This is the first field training exercise following Operation Thunderstorm, and I had forgotten to turn on Twitch, so it's on now, thankfully. And those of you who are already possibly watching on YouTube, welcome back. We haven't done anything yet. We're just waiting for the initial briefing, which I'm believe is going to be coming along in the next few minutes, and then we'll kick things off. FTX, again, is more for our benefit. Again, field training, so there's usually a sandbox portion, some talking, some, movement around the airbase. And then we eventually would go to some sort of a live fire exercise, which would more resemble an actual combat mission. So hope you enjoy both portions. I will later on, I try to create time indexes so you can fast forward to various parts and sort of pick and choose what it is you'd like to watch. So for now, I'm on the ground. When I'm not in the middle of a firefight, I can try to chat with y'all. But anybody who's viewed my channel, you know that once I'm on board an aircraft or otherwise busy, I have to have my push to talk turned off and my Vox activated when I'm in the aircraft. So I tend not to talk too much to the viewers at that point, but I am still there with you, hoping you're enjoying the show. Anyway, with that, we'll see what the hell's going on tonight shortly.
don't know about the east. You might be able to pick behind that that mountain there. It's gonna be quite a walk. You're gonna be going over that mountain. Do you have any more information on where that AA might be? All right. Yeah, I just don't want to put you coming in from Kepsora, because I know it's going to be no cover coming in from Kepsora into Ovalistan. But yeah, we'll have some before you. Yeah, we will get you there.
All right, looks like they're starting to put down some markers here. What do we got? HQ, potential hostage, and a radar.
So objectives up in Ovalistan, and we're gonna be running somewhere within there for that that LZ. I'm working on a flight plan right now for it, but if you got a better idea than what I can come up with.
Copy. If you want to build your flight plan, we'll fly it. Did they say which areas we need to stay away from?
We got AA in Ovalistan for sure. So I'm going to say pretty much anything line of sight to Ovalistan is going to be off limits.
Gonzalabad, right there at the river basin. We might be able to hug that valley and set down there, and then how far? I don't know, that's still a
Task Force Alpha, School Circle.
We'll figure it out in a second.
Yeah. Whoa.
Well, that was creative.
All right, ladies and gentlemen of Task Force Alpha, as you can tell, we are shaking things up a little bit tonight. Our primary focus tonight will be to focus on training our 2 ICs and 3 ICs. It is extremely important that the people above and below you know how to operate, or basically know how to do your job, especially below you. So let's say, for example, if the squad leader is unable to attend an operation and the 2 IC has to run a squad, and he or she is incapacitated, and that requires the 3 IC to step up at that position. We are trying our best tonight to recreate a chaotic situation where people are uncomfortable and have to step up to a position that they've never necessarily possibly done before. So, what happens when you're a 2 IC? Basically, whatever the guy above you did before, try to do it better. If you have to step up, make sure you call up to the proper nets. If you are the 4 IC and you happen to need to step up into a squad lead position, make sure you get on that damn radio and tell everybody what's going on the net above you. Make sure you guys are familiar with the radio nets. We keep it consistent around here and simple for a reason. So what we're going to be doing tonight is a simple assault objective on an urban environment. Leading the task force tonight is Lieutenant Melius. He will be briefing you and discussing the battle plan. Captain Drumheller, do you have anything to add with regards to the 2 IC or the exercise? First Sergeant?
No, sir.
Did he say no?
I didn't hear him.
First
That is correct. I said no, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, so I'm going to turn over to Lieutenant Melius. He's going to tell us what we're going to be doing tonight. Hope you guys learn a bunch.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. So, as we heard, the main AO is to the north of us in the town of Ovalistan. Is everybody tracking?
Favor.
Okay, there are a couple, as you can see, a couple of objective points marked on the map, and I want to discuss what the mission is here in its entirety, so we have a good understanding from top to bottom. The town of Ovalistan has been occupied and infested is the word used time and time again to describe the state of Ovalistan by ISIS militia. Now, the insurgents, there's an estimated about a company's worth of insurgents there on the ground. They have dug in, they're in buildings, they're entrenched, and they're there. It's their land. But we're coming to take it. They do have the support of armor assets, some AA, and mortar support in the local area. So it's very important to make sure that those are, I guess, key aspects that we are aware of. The mission tonight, from going into Ovalistan, is to, 1, make sure we secure the entirety of the town. So first and foremost, we're going to make sure we're clearing it. Building by building, we need to make sure we search the HQ center. It's going to be to the northwest of the town. Grid ref is going to be 120169er. In that HQ compound, we suspect that the leader of the forces should be there. The plan within that HQ area is to search, capture, and/or kill the HVT. We don't have an idea of what he looks like because we don't have that intel. The reality is we still need to get in there and clear it out. In addition, you'll notice to the southern end of Ovalistan there is a radar mark. That is to mark the position of a known radar position. We are to eliminate that so that they are denied that asset. In addition, within the town of Ovalistan, there are hostages being held, and it is up to Task Force Alpha to secure said hostages while we're taking on this task. We are going to be inserting night via air. Chief Moreno.
Yes, sir.
That LZ, you did air assets pick out that LZ we're moving to?
Yeah, you guys will be dropping about a click and a half to the east of the location. You'll have cover from the mountain and also the local town of Kepsora.
Okay, so where we talked about before. So we're going to be over, if you look to the east, there is that valley. We're going to be landing in that valley and going from east to west. Does anybody have any questions up to this point here?
No, sir.
Okay, because it's really important, especially since we have 2 ICs, 3 ICs in effect here. You need to understand what it is the overall mission is. You need to understand what you're doing so that you can move with a purpose, if that makes sense. Sarnlenko.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You said you wanted us to clear out the radar dish. Does that mean demolishing it with dead blocks or just eliminating any enemy in the area?
We should be able to handle it with dead blocks. I've been told. We should be able to handle that with just with demo blocks. So that shouldn't be a concern of too much hassle.
Hey, firm. Thank you, LT.
Of course. Sergeant Margiotta. Sergeant, I can't hear you very well.
About to say, it looks like Overwatch is going to be pretty bad for 1-4. What do you plan on doing with us tonight, Lieutenant?
Yes, so as we had, what we had worked during platoon training very similarly was getting online with the 3 rifle squads.
Yogi.
I'm sorry, Top?
Disregard that.
Oh, gotcha, okay. As in platoon training that we had discussed, we had worked on getting online as a platoon, being supported by the weapon squad, obviously getting those two sections out to the flanks and supporting our movement. We're going to move from the LZ in a platoon column out to the east. We'll make the move orders 1-2, 1-4, 1-3, and 1-1. Let me go ahead and get this marked up for just a hot second, gents. Appreciate your patience. You'll notice within the town there are rough phase lines sketched up at this moment. This is again just a guiding light, keep us online as a platoon, so that we can keep in line and clear efficiently. The reality is this is an extremely large town, lots of fuckers there, so we're gonna have a lot to do tonight, gents. Lieutenant Hammersbane, is there anything else you'd like to add here, sir?
Negative, Lieutenant.
Okay. Private Lang, I believe you have the next question.
Yes, thank you, Second Lieutenant. Are we aware of the amount of hostages that there are?
that was not. I was not informed of that information, so your guess is as good as mine.
Got it.
Guys, we're not Marines. It's just in it.
Sergeant Salvatore.
Thank you, OT. Any word on...
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I can hear you, but not well. Please speak up.
My apologies, OT. Any word on civilian presence in town?
Keep your, I was not told of specifically any civilians. You guys all know that the reality of what our SOP. It's black and white. You shouldn't have to ask per se every time, right? It's written very clearly in our SOP, and if you're not clear, definitely send it up so that we can get that cleared up. Send up your COC so that can be clarified. That's very important. That we all understand that. Top.
Thanks, LT. I had a quick question. How far is our
First
LZ?
Sergeant?
Can you hear me now?
Beautifully.
All right. How far is our LZ from the AO?
Roughly a click and a half is what I was told by our pilots.
I want you to take a look at your Blue Force tracker and look at where those LZ marks are and explain to me how 3 grid squares equals a click and a half.
For Sergeant, it's about a click and a half to the first projected contact with the enemy. I know the center of town is going to be a lot longer of a walk, but this is the closest we can get it with this flat ground.
All right. All right, that's the only question I had.
Thank you, Top.
All right.
Let's see here.
It's going to be a bit of a difficult prospect, I think, try to find avenues of approach.
Private Delang, did you have another question, or did you already get that answered?
No, Sergeant, I already...
Possibly from here, I have to, like, use this mountainous terrain.
Lieutenant, my bad.
Thank you, thank you.
But, I've got possibly this little riverbed. Or up through here.
Okay, then
sorry, I mean, not riverbed.
We're all briefed here. My apologies for being...
Little valley, rather.
Ignorant. But how do you imagine this proceeding from here, sir?
Well, I would first off recommend shifting that LZ about, if not a full click to the south of that valley there, just so we're tucked in behind there nice and tight with the threat of anti-air. So, Chief, if you're able to shift that further south, I'd be more comfortable with it.
We can move it down some.
Please move it down. Thank you. Then, other than that, I mean, once you guys are ready to go, I mean, first commanders, let's get loaded up in some birds and let's go kill some shit.
Yes, sir. Okay, Task Force Alpha. Move out.
Alright, squad leader is on me for briefing.
Just hold short.
We're gonna meet outside the hangar.
Yeah, I'm right here.
We need to figure out who's flying what. Who's got the 2 shots?
That will take one.
I'm assuming that would be to Chief Stowe and Chief Marino, no? While you and I are up in the Apache?
Let me go clear, give verification on something.
Can't hear you there.
Okay, check it out. This is how it's going to go.
Alright.
So these LZ marks are pretty far down the valley, but we don't need to push that far down. All we got to do is hug this cliff here, put these LZs right
Appreciate
here.
your support here.
Check them, 0840.
Yep.
Close up, right up against the hill, the same amount of cover, and actually more cover from the town than 0839.
Do you want to leave 39 there as your like fallback?
It's not going to be this. This is already like as secure as we can make it.
Got it.
If we were being hot shit, we would put it on that riverbed, just to the northeast of Ovalistan, following it over all the way over from Bianca. But we're not trying to be cool this time.
Right.
Dagger warlord on subject.
So,
sorry.
It's gonna be just real easy. You know, it's gonna be high flight pretty much the whole way there, and we'll have this whole kilometer
let's just do 2 Chinooks
of lead up into that LZ. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Who in the world drew that yellow circle, and what was the purpose of it?
Say again?
Who in the world drew that yellow circle to the east?
Let me ask them what their numbers are.
We could go to the east too.
No, I'm just no. I just see I see a yellow circle there. I wasn't sure what the purpose was. What was that, LT?
Oh, yellow circle.
What was that, Lieutenant?
Oh, that's yeah, that's thunder.
Right. What are we flying here tonight?
Right now it's 2 Chinooks.
All right, copy that. I'll just be on standby for the Blackhawk then. Yes. I'm sorry. I meant for the Apache. I was confused there. Sorry.
You guys mind if I take flight lead on this one?
We're gonna need 2 Chinooks and a Blackhawk, so who wants to jump in one of the Blackhawks? We're gonna have no air support going in, so just keep it low, get out of the dirt.
No, that's fine that you take flight lead.
Alright, I'll take flight lead. I'll lead us out in the Blackhawk then.
You want to fly it?
Adaran, you wanna grab a Chinook?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not even gonna take a little bird. This is just too slow for this terrain.
Make firm.
All right.
Just be sitting here watching, making sure you guys do a good job.
Adaran will be taking up the third bird and as a second Chinook.
Dagger, Warlord on 70.
Stand by, Phoenix.
Yeah, we're not gonna carry a little bird. It's too much.
Copy that. Phoenix 2, I'm assuming that you'll have the forwardmost LZ at 0840. I'll take the one in the rear.
We'll have to clarify that. Marino, are you taking the first LZ and then the 2 Chinooks in behind you?
Affirmative. I'm gonna land on one of these red marks up here, or within that spot.
Affirm.
Just be advised, this terrain is a lot more treacherous than it looks, so watch your speed. You're gonna have to start bleeding extremely early to get to your LZ.
We got plenty of run up, I'm not worried about it.
Copy.
You'll be running high flight pretty much the whole way there, up until we get to, I'll put a little marker.
Just make sure you don't overfly that AO, since we know there's AA there.
Affirm. Adaran, this is Stowe. I'll take the second, or the southernmost 840 LZ, and you just put yours about the same distance south of mine.
Dagger, Warlord on 70 over.
Copy.
You guys are gonna be on 840s, I'm gonna be landing between the reds.
Dagger, Warlord, be advised, it's just gonna be the...
I don't know what you mean by the reds. I don't see what reds.
The little bird is too slow
There's
to
two red
climb the
markers
terrain
north by the
to
corner
keep
of
up with those guys,
road there.
and the
I'm
Apache
gonna
is
put the
gonna stay on
Blackhawk
the ground,
between
so
those.
we
You
get
guys
up
are
in
gonna
there
take
as
the
soon
two
as they get
840
back.
marks.
This is Stowe. Affirm.
Roger. For clarification, we're Chinooks and a Blackhawk, right?
Affirm, 2 Chinooks and
Also be
Blackhawk.
advised, if for some reason there's
Right on.
AA over in those hills to the south of the town, we're gonna break right to the east, and then come in down through this this windy road on, looks like grid 155, 148. I'm gonna put a path marker on that too, just in case.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I got it.
And then if that's the case, we can just loop around to the north. I'll put that in there too.
Thunder Warlord on 7-1, over.
Were you looking for something?
Hey, Firm, go ahead. What's up?
I just saw you walking around outside. I thought you needed something from me.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
Away. They'll be coming over in a sec.
Sounds good.
Do we need to make sure the task force knows the order of the birds so they can position grid squads?
Yeah, I'll relay it.
Thank you.
Dagger, Phoenix Flight Lead 7-0.
Phoenix, go ahead.
Be advised, order the birds as follows. Far Black Hawk will be first, followed by the two Chinooks going from center to closest.
Roger that, Phoenix.
Phoenix Flight, Phoenix Actual on 71.10.
Go for it.
Interrogative, how long until you guys lift? We're trying to get Thunder in there.
Couldn't tell you at this time.
Copy. Can you try to stall for a few minutes so we can get Thunder ready to go so we can cover you guys?
Yeah, I'll do a few extra PMCS checks.
Copy. Said he needs about 1 mic to be ready to go, so shouldn't be too bad.
Not a problem. Phoenix Flight, be advised, we're going to take off to the south and then gain altitude, loop around, and head to the north.
2 copies.
Marino, it looks like the task force has come to load up.
I see him coming.
Smell like California.
Northern bird.
When actual, be advised, task force is showing up to load up. Just let us know when Thunder's ready and we'll get him going.
Cap. Thunder Warlord radio check frequency 7-1, over.
Thunder Dagger, radio check sounds right.
Hey, Chief, permission board.
Thunder 6-2 for you, Lima Charlie.
Sorry, permission granted. Thank you, LT.
ETA to be ready to get in the air.
Again, sir.
Thunder copy, taking off now.
Black Hawk is going to be the first in.
Roger.
Team, you've referenced your maps.
Looking.
Just don't cross those red lines.
Hey, firm on the red lines. Didn't copy any of your last. You might want to quickly check your mic.
By no means cross those red lines.
Go for 1-2.
Solid copy on that. Send it 3.
What's your status?
3, this is 2.
1-2's all in. All copy.
Copy all in.
All in's all in.
Dagger Thunder Subject.
We're just waiting for the call up here from Dagger.
Be advised, I'm airborne, ready for tasking.
Roger, go ahead and get a outer orbit around the AO.
Solid copy, we'll go.
The main strip, holding on the strip till we line up, and then we'll be taking off as a group.
Why is there nobody on the minigun on the right?
Dagger, this is Phoenix Flight. We are ready to go when you are.
I'll take care of it.
Roger, Phoenix, go ahead and spool.
Time to spool.
-2 spooling. So are you taking 2 or 3? What's your position? Copy that. 3 is spooling. Three lifting. Three's taking active.
Alright, let's go.
Ready.
Alright, one's clear of active. Taking the turn now. We're gonna hit 180.
2, I'm gonna take lead. It seems like you're bugging out here. Alright, 2 saddled and right behind you, lead. Hey, firm. I saw you there. Copy that. Picking up.
Speed 150.
Thunder, Dagger Center.
Thunder, good, Thunder.
Hey, Ryan, how we looking on much?
Be advised, just got to my freaking altitude swing in now.
Okay, we're gonna have 150 until we're all warm up.
Roger.
2 is pretty much in formation off to your right.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Alright, let's try to keep that delta going.
Two's closing up. I dropped my speed back.
Just a little bit more to get over this ridge.
A firm.
Be advised, the LZ looks clear. We do have some civilians. There appears to be some goats. 2 vehicles are north of the LZ. Be advised, and an altitude of the AO.
Panorama, you go ahead and take them first. Mark for us.
Copy that. Lead, can we stabilize briefly so I can remark?
Sure thing. Bring it back to 200.
Copy 200. Alright, put my head in the map. Stand by. Alright, 2's ready to roll.
Three's ready.
Currently at Eagles 12 right now. Speed 200.
Copy your speed. Say again, Angels.
12.
Copy. Eyes on the LZ here. We might want to start dropping down.
Copy that. We can start bringing it down. Bringing it down to low flight.
Copy that. Dropping. Speed.
Speed is 210.
Copy 210. I think you're about to fly over the ridge there to the left. You might want to veer right.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Copy that.
Let's go and loop around. Get a little bit more of this altitude.
Copy that. Veering right. Dropping the speed back a little bit too. Sorry about that, Stowe. I'm picking it up. 200.
What are you on?
Flipping around, just don't worry, this is totally standard.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm trying.
I'm good. Just making sure I don't land on top of your head here. A firm. Jock lead, we're looking at about 60 seconds here. Copy that. So I'm currently at 120. I'm going to pick up speed a little bit here.
Oh. They good? What's going on?
Yeah, we're good, folks. We're good. Get ready. All out, all out.
Go, go, go.
Dash 2's unloading.
One's empty, I'm pulling out to the southeast.
Copy. Dagger, no, I got 1 in dash 2. Get him out of here. All right, 2's lifting. I got 1 on board, but you know what? Screw him. He can wait. Dash 2 is outbound to the southeast.
Minor 6-2.
2, Thunder 7-0. Be advised, I tally the radar station, and just an FYI, let the task force commander know when available that we can't take it out with stand-up weapons.
Roger, Thunder.
Hey, 2, your pants are down.
Yeah, I'll fix it. Right now I'm just trying to get altitude here.
Dagger, Phoenix flight lead on 7-0. How copy?
Good copy, go ahead.
Be advised, distance and terrain are going to be communications very difficult for us. Everything's going to have to get sent straight to the JCR.
Roger, no problem.
Flight lead, just be advised that Dash 2 did have 1 trooper that is still not dismounted because he was taking his sweet time.
7-0, all stations, I can transfer to the stations.
Looks like he's got a long walk then.
Pretty much.
Some of these troopers could use the exercise.
A firm. I don't have an ID on the trooper yet, but we'll figure it out when we get back to base.
Making a right-hand turn to get back in line.
Be advised, I can transfer stations and also relay.
Roger, Thunder. Around radar dish or anything around the radar dish.
Thunder, it's going to be an A firm. You have a BTR that appears to be 5 or 6 mobiles armed. I have no eyes on any civilians.
Alright, rear bird is closing up. I'm over the hill.
Current speed 250 and holding.
Oh, just got a call from command.
What about the missing man?
Know about her missed call earlier.
Thunder on 7-0, represents 09 or 07.
Alright. Running full power to climb over this mountain.
Phoenix Light, Dash 2 is going to go ahead and just overshoot you to your right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it looks like you're struggling to get up and over, so I'm just going to push past.
Oh, don't worry, I'm letting you by.
Awesome.
Alright, make this mountain. I'm gonna go ahead and start backing off as we go down into this valley. Current speed 235. Current speed 255 and
caution, maximum speed. 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 Caution, maximum speed.
This is FTX Lead. Take this pattern.
Affirm. I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna run in early for that attack reinsert.
Affirm, I'll follow you in. I had to bleed off some speed anyway, and altitude.
I'm going straight into taxiway.
Whenever you guys get on the ground, I'll head the attack reinsert.
Interrogative, what's happening with the Warlord flight? Are you not gunning it?
Affirm, I'm gunning it. It's just I'm gonna handle the tech insert situation.
Copy, I'll wait for you. Copy that. I'll take one of my original spots. Where in the world is Chief Stowe? Dash 2 on the deck, spooling down, signing off. Well, spooling down. I got, yeah, Delang, follow me.
Okay, we got PFC Jacobs and PV2. PFC Jacobs and PV2 Delang.
Copy.
Alright, just hang out here for a second, Delang. We're just gathering up who needs to be inserted. You're saying you had some tech issues getting out of the chopper?
I had tech issues before we entered.
Gotcha.
Like, just before we got out.
Alright, yep, just stand fast here. I gotta go get some smoke.
Ares has been notified.
Phoenix Actual. Got a question.
Go for actual.
Again, what's the story on Warlord?
Waiting on you to get over here to flat.
Alright, where the heck are you?
Are you taking any idea for now?
Still on the helipad over here.
Okay, I'll be right there. I need to grab some form of transportation.
So copy. Can't engage with GPU 39.
Chief, have those reinserts been taken care of? Over.
Not yet,
copy.
stand by.
I have eyes on. The only signatures I'm getting are them. So copy.
I'll be handling that after we're done here.
Seeing as they are about 20 meters apart of each other.
Copy.
Apologies, there was no ground transports. I have to walk over to you.
Marino, are you wanting me to do the reinsert?
This looks like I didn't get TAC reinserted, so out of our hands for now.
Paper.
I'm gonna reposition the Chinook.
Thunder 70, also advise on 09er14, just to the north. You have another 3 times man pads all clumped together.
Damn it. Alright.
Force mark up to 09er14, grid 128169er. So the north of the town, you have 3 times enemy man pads all positioned next to each other. So, copy, I'm gonna put it on there.
Let's get going.
Ready to go. If you go ahead and reference your map, you see Thunder Circle out there?
Yeah, the yellow circle.
Yeah, we're kind of just going to operate inside of that. That red line is about 4...
Yeah.
4 clicks? No, it might be 5. So that red line is as close as I want to get for the time being. And we're going to just hug behind these mountains the whole time.
Alright. I'm gonna have to get some altitude to get around this frickin' terrain, though.
Yeah, do what you need to.
Alright.
We have plenty of time.
I don't know what airbase is this. Does it even have a fucking name?
Yeah, just don't worry about airbase comes.
Alright. Just getting up there.
Let's see, we're going to be to the east, I believe, of the task force. Yeah. Yep.
Alright, we're airborne. I'll see about following this valley so I don't have to drip so much to drip down into afterwards.
Gotcha.
It goes pretty far up there, so we'll see how it goes.
We can adjust our racetrack how you see fit, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Are we gonna do a racetrack up high, or are we gonna do a little pop-up type shit?
I mean, that's your call. What do you want to do today? We have the mountains to actually do pop-ups if you want to.
I was thinking. Well, that avenue you were talking about is one place. I was trying to find another avenue of approach from the west, but I didn't have enough time to really figure it out.
I mean,
if you've got ideas.
The west puts us way too close to. Actually, you see this? I'm gonna mark it for you on the map.
All right.
It's gonna be. I'm gonna mark it with a purple line.
Mhm.
We have. We have this valley.
That's exactly what I was contemplating earlier.
Let's go there then.
You think so?
Hang out in that valley and just go up and down it the whole time.
All right. Let me head out there.
Let me count the distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 clicks is the end of our AO, so that's good. We'll do 5 clicks west of Bullseye.
That would be... Let's head out that direction. Make sure I don't run into any mountains in the meantime. Alright, we'll get there quickly as possible. You got nothing for eyes right now. We're still...
Well, no, I was talking about radio loss. I'm gonna see if I can hell dagger.
Right on.
70 radio check.
Nothing.
Thunder Warlord on 710.
He hasn't been monitoring 7-1 the whole damn night. I don't know what's going on with him.
Thunder Warlord on 70. Monitor 710.
Still coming. Thunder on 7-1.
Copy. Thunder Warlord, can you advise Dagger that we're about 5 clicks out, and let us know if he needs us.
We're hitting a valley here. We might lose him. Sorry about that, man. My throat's been acting weird. Was that for you?
Nope, that was for... That was for... No, we're more than 5 kilometers.
Yeah.
Thunder Warlord, we're about 10 clicks out. We'll be on station in about 5 minutes.
We might... I don't want the radar on right now until we get over this ridge.
No, we're not worried about it right now.
Yeah.
We might not have to utilize radar too much because it's just man pads, so they're not going to pop up anyway.
I thought they had some armored AA.
I don't know. We'll find out. We'll go hot when we get there.
Right on. That's for you.
Negative, second.
Be advised. Wait, what?
We're getting there.
Yep.
I think the next ridgeline is where I want to be.
Yeah, it's our next valley.
Yeah.
Drop down in there.
Yeah.
Thunder on 7-0. Reference. CR859. Breaking ship. CR902. We are clear with Hellfires and even ways.
Warlord copies and tally marks are getting in our center now.
Alright, give me a sec to reset myself here.
We need to keep pushing down into this valley.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going further down that way.
Radio check on. Dagger Warlord advise with regular check-in. Dagger Warlord sound on the frequency 70. Flight 1x H64 Echo Apache. Currently 5 clicks west of Bullseye at Angels 2. Weapons reading, full load on the gun, 8 kilo Hellfires, 8 Lima Hellfires, 2 Sidewinders. BCS and laser capable. Fuel tanks reading 95% and bleeding. Flight time is 0 plus 90. Port code is 1.
Okay, the AO is right ahead of us.
Sidewinders.
Now, we've got a little hill right in front of me that I can use for some cover.
Push up to that hill.
Alright.
Dagger, warlord on 70, say again, abort code. Dagger, warlord, read that correct?
We're gonna have to get right up on that mountain to keep the radio comms, because we're still 8 clicks out.
Okay. But this is like basically our cover, so I can't go over it.
Yeah. Well, we can get right up on it.
Alright. Or basically there.
We can also drop to our left in this valley a little bit.
Okay. Getting my head outside a little bit. So I can't hear you. I can't hear you right now because I'm just outside looking. Alright.
Radar's coming hot. Pushing it out to 8 clicks.
Should I just hang out right over top of this little line here?
Yeah, that's fine with me.
In a hover, or what do you think?
No, well, don't slam into the...
Yeah, that I will not do.
Well, you're gonna have to peek me up over because I can't see any radio now.
Yep, hang on. What's that? Here, I'll get you some eyes right now.
Okay.
Popping up. And just give me a sec. There you go, eyes out. Should have enough masking out here.
Can you pick me up just a little bit?
Yep, I'm actually going to drift over to the left here instead. You'll have a better eyes out. There you go. Good?
Yep.
Alright.
We're still 7 clicks out, so my draw distance is garbage.
Oh. If you find another spot on the map, that's...
I'm cranking up draw distance and everything.
Let me pop up a little bit here. There you go.
Yeah. A little bit.
There you go. I do see a radar dome out there, but nothing currently tracking us.
Yeah, I'm trying to find him now.
Let me know if I start dipping down too low, like right now. Here, I'm gonna pop up again. I'm trying to use a terrain masking, so give you like minimal angle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Dagger, warlord on 70. Blue force marker 02, correction 0925, near the HQ mark. You have MBT on the ground right there, he's golden.
Roger, MBT.
Dagger, warlord on 70. Also, be advised you're picking up a radar dish out there, we're still trying to find a
Rotary.
Thunder on 70, BDS follows 100 over 100, radar tower destroyed.
Roger, Thunder. McCass, good work.
Thunder, warlord on 71. Interrogated east down there, east on those men, on the video chairs. Oh.
Negative, I determined from my last strike. Let me get back on. And apologies for the radio call. I'm not sure what's up. My alternate channel sent me this on subscriber.
I got drippy downloads. I don't like staying in one spot for too long because
No, that's fine. 1 sec. If you want to get a little bit closer and not as high, we can drop down into this valley a little bit more and push out towards the riverbed.
I see a little hill we can use. What's that? Yeah, I'll get you back up. Yep. Eyes on. Get up.
Copy, Thunder. We're getting in position and we'll send you help line. We're still clear.
So copy.
Charlie Lays and let me verify. Dagger, warlord on center. Dagger, warlord on center. Interrogative, are we still cleared on those man pads?
Negative class, problem.
Copy, scrub.
Alright. Moving.
We're scrubbed. Thunder, also be advised, there's a radar dish lit up out there. He's scanning.
Go quiet for a second here, in terms of radar. Okay, radar's off. Hot.
Be advised, whatever anti-air that's emitting right now, he's scanning for it.
Roger that.
Yeah, you saw that, right?
Yep.
I can get you up there a little bit.
Yeah, let's get up there a little bit.
The hill right in front of me.
Yep. We got plenty of room to mount.
Alright, moving. Alright, I'm gonna get you some eyes out there while I get myself set up here. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, you're up.
Copy, thank you.
Dagger, warlord on 7-0. Be advised that 0926 mark is not actually MBT, it is a hit over.
Roger.
I'm not seeing that dish anymore.
No, I think that he went, he's either not scanning right now, because I don't see him at all. He was right down the smack in the middle of town, but he's currently off. They might have taken him out, who knows. We'll keep an eye out on the radar, though. I don't see him right now. How about your eyes out there? Still good?
They're good. I'm not getting grids, so I'm doing everything visually.
Yeah, right on. I am seeing some smoke columns out there, so that's good news. I'm just a little bit weary to get pushed too close to Yano Tabir, because that may be where Op4 is kind of staging from, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
And I hate staying up too long, because then we end up getting smacked with something.
Do what you need to do.
Thunder, Dagger 70, spot check 09er, tree 1, center sun.
Thunder, advise on. Be advised, appears to be 3 times mortar tubes in transposition.
That sucks not having my grid, man.
Mm-hmm. You gotta earn your pay there, LT. I keep looking at the map and trying to find another way to go, unless the only other possibility is to completely shift to the riverbed from the east, come in behind the task force.
0923.
Mark 0923. Can't tell if that's a GMG or an Igloo chair. Near the HQ one.
Roger that, either GMG or Igloo chair. Well, then I assume that whole area is covered with thermal contacts.
You would be correct.
Roger.
Looks like we got a half decent perch up here. I'll say that.
Yeah, it's there.
I'm hoping that
I
the
don't have good clarity through the gun sight though, which is
I know.
the hindrance.
That's what I was saying. The only other option would be to try to push in from the east, come in behind the task force, and use some terrain map.
If you want to move, I can find us another valley. But even the LZ valley, we can get right in there if we wanted to.
I can shift there. It'll take me a few minutes to shift.
Wait, what?
Dagger, Warlord on Sub-Zero. Interrogative, what are Blue Force Mark 0911 and 0910 to the west of the objective order?
Yeah, like, I can definitely move.
Uniforms marker, interrogative Thunder, you got eyes on them.
Say it last three.
Mark 0910, west of town.
That was my hip. No, I thought my hip was full.
Negative. Well, do you mean east of town?
East.
Roger, those are sporadic contacts we ran into coming in. Should be clear.
Copy. We're gonna position from the west of the AO back to the east. We don't have much cover. Our gun sight clarity is not very good.
Roger, west.
Alright.
Alright, go cold for me.
Yep.
I'll do this as fast as I frickin' can.
Yep.
Dagger Warlord, also, we do have kilos on board, so if you need them, just let us know.
Roger, should have a target for you in a second.
Lookouts.
I just gotta head south a little bit so I can skirt around this mountain.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to get there pretty quick because he said he's trying to get us a mark.
You might want to let him know that we're currently repositioning. We cannot exactly give him what he wants.
Dagger Warlord, can you give me about 5 mics on that mark when we're positioning them?
0934 center of town.
Copy. Force Mark 0934 center of town 1 times 2. Go scoop.
Yeah, you can't get eyes out from here. I gotta keep pushing.
Yeah.
I thought maybe this valley would give you something, but that's not gonna work.
We might be able to squeeze into this valley right here and pop up.
Okay, I'll do that.
Thunder Warlord, can you give me a raise on that?
You might want to hit the radar only when you're ready. Go ahead.
Copy, lays and rifle.
I have to stay while you're tracking it, don't I? Fuck.
Pretty close.
Turn it off as soon as you hit, please.
Alright.
Alright, I'm moving. Is
Splash. Catastrophic.
Warlord, dagger sensor.
Go for Warlord on sensor.
Roger, reference marker 0931, just east of 0936. Coordinate with Thunder, get a laze on that. Get those mortars.
negative. We're engaged.
Copy, Warlord's
You should be good. You should be good.
Fuck. Panicked.
He's tracking. He's not launched.
Yeah. I gotta get to a secure place right now, man. This is not a good place to be. I'm gonna go as planned back to the east.
If you can pop us up, he's still tracking us, but if you can pop us up. Why is he so close?
He's out this way somewhere, but I'd have to like pop up to see him.
Thunder Warlord on Sub-Zero, can you give me a laze on that Tunguska at 0931?
Affirm. Be advised, it should already be hot on it.
Copy, we're picking up.
Radar is hot.
Popping up.
Bring us up.
I am full power. I cannot do any better than this though.
Actually, disregard. This should be a T-55. I'm looking for the next one though.
It's too far down the valley. We won't be able to get a solution on it right now. All right, let's just back off.
Disregard that laze. Thunder.
Whew, that was dicey. Slight.
Yeah, there was 2 of them down there. We took out one, but while we were up making sure it hit, the other one launched at us. Which
Yeah.
he didn't launch, he was just tracking.
Actually, no, there was a launch. I evaded one missile.
If you want to try to tuck in, you see this valley off to our left, like right over this one?
Let me
You
kill
wanna
my
tuck into that
kill my
north?
speed here. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, right.
Yeah, because that's still about 5 foot.
Like push.
Interrogative, are you still being tracked?
Negative, we finally broke. He's still searching. We just need a laze on him.
Copy. Do you have a approximate location?
Geiger gave me 0931 over.
Copy. 0931 is going to be the ZSU we just destroyed. I'm trying to figure out what else is engaging us.
Copy.
I'm basically pushing down this little valley here. It looks like the task force is already pushing past that location. You know what I mean?
If you want to snug up against this hill over here.
Which, left or right?
Are you good to lava hellfire and it's working?
As soon as we get over this hill, just let us know when you want one.
Solid copy.
Just make sure we cleared it with Dagger.
That damn guy's tracking right over fucking this way.
Interrogative, are we still hot to engage this?
Yeah, our AO's 3 clicks, so
Yeah.
we're close.
You can get on it within the next.
I don't want to. I'm weary to push this close to him right now though. Unless popping.
This would be a 1 times AGM by Warlord.
Roger, send it.
Warlord is rifle.
You got him?
Yep.
Let me know when I can drop down.
You're good. Drop down. I don't want you to pick up. I launched it over the mountain, so we're good.
Cool.
Thunder, you're gonna have to give me a BDA. I launched it over the mountain.
Alright, so if you want eyeballs, I'm gonna have to move significantly farther away from where we are right now.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. If you want to peek over that ridge line behind us, off to our east.
That way, straight east, yeah?
Yep.
The one that's like about 2 kilometers distant?
Yeah, the one on the other side of this valley.
Yeah, that's where I was headed. Radar off?
Radar's off.
Cool.
Dagger Warlord interrogative. Is there a BDA on that one bit over?
Negative. Performance track target.
I'm still seeing that tracker.
Thunder on 7-0. Unknown where the hellfire hit. Recommending fire second one. Unsure if it lost track or whatever.
Copy.
Yeah, we're currently repositioning. I can't. I'd have to like. I don't think it impacted because I still saw a tracking radar.
I still see him out there.
Yeah. All right, let me see what I can do to just. I'm gonna flip you around, and I'll keep just drifting back here. Okay, so you are basically looking where you need to be looking.
Yep. We're gonna have to get altitude. There were 6 clicks.
Mhm.
And I'm still blind on the AO.
Okay, I'm gonna drift you up to the north. and keep drifting back a bit. Where the fuck is that guy?
I don't know, I'm trying to find him. I'm getting intermediate spikes.
Yeah. It's just that one spike is what I'm seeing.
I'm trying to find him. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to reload and see if I can get a dummy lock on him.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We're still getting a spike out there. I'm not sure where he is.
He affirmed same. He's somewhere to the west, hiding. I can't figure out if it's a vehicle or just a man pad.
No, it's a vehicle. It's got a dish on it.
Copy. Let me come in with I'm gonna cut my laser this target and come in with Mavericks and see if I can just lock the other vehicle.
Copy.
Okay, you should have like pretty good eyes, and I'm just gonna keep drifting us lower so I have some coverage, which I don't have right now. How's that sound?
Yep. Oh, that's the MI8. He's close near that MI8.
Dagger, Warlord was under. That radar spike that we're getting is near that MI8 I have marked up. I'm still blind.
Thunder on 7-0, be advised that radar spike appears to be 1855, some sort of dish on top of it.
Alright, I've got masking.
Roger, Thunder, take when you're ready.
Alright, we're in a pretty good spot here. I've got some masking, and you should have some eyes out there.
Yep, I got good eyes.
Alright, good.
Can't tell what I'm locking up there.
Are you still too far away?
No, it just says vehicle.
Okay. Yeah, that is because you're too far away. We'd have to be closer to like 4 clicks to be able to get the IDs on the damn things.
Thunder, disregard.
I've loaded the wrong one.
But be advised, that's definitely not all the AA they have. They took approximately 4 times man pad shots at me when I'm on my egress. Be advised.
Copy.
Not much left out there.
Good.
At least that I can see. That it's
Yeah, I mean, unless we have top down and get some altitude and head back out, we won't be able to see much from here, right?
no.
Let's see now. How far are we? 5 clicks?
Yeah, we're about 5 clicks from.
Yeah. We're about 6 clicks from the task force.
Yeah.
I wonder if we should risk gaining altitude. And like forgetting about terrain masking. That's the thing. Like that's.
So, Thunder just advised us that he took
Yeah.
landhead spikes, so
Probably not the safest.
we have kilos, so we can stay out for a little bit.
I have an idea though. We can cross the riverbed.
Do you feel comfortable crossing the riverbed?
If I get low and do it. I'm thinking like if we get up to, if you look at grid 138, 178, kind of that area.
Stay in grid?
138, 178.
We have secured the hostages, moving them back formation ship.
138, 178?
Yeah. If you want to go cold, I'll just head out there.
Copy.
It's just an idea. I'm going to move out that direction. We'll see if it works for us.
Right?
What's that?
The valley right off our northwest?
Yeah.
Got it.
We're repositioning to the northwest of the task force up there.
Roger, northwest interrogative. Are you taking any more spikes or AA radar?
At the time we're not there.
You're hot.
Roger.
Copy, I'm staying cold.
No, I know I wanted you to go hot. Go hot.
I confirm the mortars have been taken.
That's going to be a negative. We were getting issues with our laser strike.
Roger, it's looking like the infantry.
I'm seeing a radar spike off to the left here.
Radar spike off to the left.
Sorry, it's just a spike. Some kind of.
I see a friendly mark.
Okay, possibly. But is friendly in vehicles? Because I see a couple of Vics down there.
Is it a green triangle for you?
No. Green triangle would be friendly aviation, wouldn't it? It's about 4 clicks out, 4.2 clicks out, right off our nose. Let me see. Oh, that may be friendly positions. Never mind.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it, and I'm seeing a friendly.
Are you guys in a Humvee right now?
Are these good eyes for you, though?
Yeah.
I want to basically get you another angle to look up and south into this AO, because that's kind of where they're headed next, where the radar stations are.
Dagger, Warlord's up there. Interrogator, do we have friendlies in the Humvee?
Interrogative, go marker.
Negative, he's moving through town. I just caught a glimpse of him. And I can't tell on my radar if it's friendly or not.
I don't believe we do. I'll try.
What? What are they currently pushing for? Radar or the HQ? Because that'll change which side of this valley we need to be on.
Yeah, I don't know at the moment.
Because oops. You had just lost eyes because I just drifted a bit. Yeah. Now again, if you want to get a different angle, I can easily go back to across the valley and get you back looking towards the northern side of the AO. Right now, your eyeballs are looking to the southern side.
Yeah, let me see where the task force.
Yep.
See where they're at.
I see that.
I mean, we're pretty much right behind them. They're in a line right now.
Mm-hmm. And that's what's.
I say we push back to the other side of the valley, back
On
to
it.
where we were, and that'll put us with good eyes.
Yeah, I just turned you off.
Got it.
I'll be quick about it.
Trying to see if there's a valley a little bit closer.
Yeah, if you spot one, then let me know. I'll definitely go there.
What about this one to our southwest? Direct south, bearing 195.
Turning to it now. Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna be good enough.
It's up when we.
You want to push up a little bit closer to the one at 236 or 238.
Where you just looked, yeah. If you just point yourself at it, I can see which valley you're talking about. It's just that there's another little spur that's in front of it that's quite a bit higher.
Yeah.
So I might need to push up on that one to be able to get you better eyes, but is that too close to the AO?
We just need to tuck into these valleys pretty quick because we're getting close to the AO now.
Okay.
So if you, if you want to bring us to the back side of that satellite, right where I'm looking at.
Yeah, just on the over this next hill and then into that saddle.
Yep.
Alright, I'll be there in a second.
As we reposition to the southeast of the task force,
Roger, southeast 5 foot.
Yeah, just keep pushing back in this valley a little bit.
To the northern side or just, I mean southern side?
To the southwest, kind of the way I'm aiming.
Okay, yeah, alright. Heading there now. Alright, you can go hot if you want.
Copy, radar on.
You won't have anything, they're still over that hill. We're like 2 clicks away from the AO here.
Yeah, no.
That's okay though. Alright. Right about here we can peek up a little bit.
Yep.
Yep, pretty much where you're looking.
Dagger, Warlord, as we pushed in close, we're gonna peek out and see who taking spots out.
Roger, Thunder, reference marker 0932, just south of HQ markers.
Let me know if you get spikes.
Yeah, we'll do. So far, nothing.
Sunrise on.
Roger, keep it toned and take that target.
I got one little spike there off to your... right off my nose.
Yeah.
3 by 5 on comms.
I'm just gonna minimize my angle to them.
So that spike that you're getting on there?
Yep.
That's that Humvee that I called out.
Okay.
And he is...
Dagger Thunder, how do you read me?
125-164.
Reference marker
Oh, never mind, they're taken out.
just south of
How does my angle look to you?
uniform. Same, we got some AA
Yeah,
on the marker.
you're good.
Okay.
8 for 20 barreled gun on Debrief.
Roger, be advised, you're still under.
Copy. What time is GP turn away?
It's basically trying to take calculated risks here.
Wait, one.
Yep.
12017. 0167.
Also be advised, mortars are taking that hip.
120167.
Ah, I see where you're looking. You're looking at the HQ area, right? Perfect.
What is anti-air under?
Is it a man pad?
The
Is-
ZU-23.
Oh. Just infantry then. Infantry singular, I think.
Zero 0958.
Dagger, 0958, grid 120167. There's a ZU-23 on top of the building.
Roger, Warlord, be advised you are type 3.
Be advised.
Warlord copies, type 3.
Warlord Thunder 70, be advised. I already have a 1x39 already out in that.
Warlord
Alright, we'll just keep an eye on it then. I was gonna give you altitude.
Warlord copies, type 3 on all A.
I think that's the last piece of AA.
Thunder's inbound.
Wait, what?
Oh no, he's egressing, never mind.
Yeah.
He might have just... Yeah, he just dropped one. Do you got a BDA in that?
168. Wait, one.
Yep.
Warlord on some 0. BDA is 100 over 100. This on over.
Copy, be advised when defensive. Defenders successfully against 6 times man-pad launches.
Seriously?
Copy, loading.
Vehicle low. It's maneuvering, you see it?
Be advised, infantry spots and is taking.
There's a vehicle moving right off your note, 12 o'clock.
Yep. I'm looking. I'm blind.
Giving you a little bit more altitude. You should see it down below. It's stationary now, though.
All I see down there right now is a Humvee. Let me...
Okay.
Oh, it's crashed into a wall. That's why it's not moving.
Got it. It's the one that's like literally my nose, 12 o'clock.
I see him down there.
Okay. Not a concern?
Actually, no, it's a Humvee.
Alright.
In the building.
Break party traffic, Thunder 62170, be advised to have an enemy armored column moving directly west on the main MSR of the town.
Try to get you some eyeballs. Moving from where?
He said directly west. They're
West?
coming up from behind us.
Copy, be advised, appears to be lightly armed vehicles. Seems to be a couple technicals, and then
Spike. Defensive. Shit! My hover's on. Fuck.
You're good. You got one. Good shit. Bring us back in there. We're gonna find it. Whenever you calm down.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm turning around. My speed's a bit high, though.
reference 1001.
Alright, let's go hunting. Where the fuck is this guy? Radar on. Let me just get you stabilized. And let's have a look. I don't know where the fuck that guy came from.
Warlord, how long is it going to take you to get guns on that target?
Spike, missile.
Thunder interacting from south to north.
That was close. We're gonna have to back off here.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to get in there, Dagger. Every time we peek up, we get shot at.
I'm gonna just bring it back over this other.
Is it possible to get uniform to scan around and see if we can find some man pads?
Thunder on 70, pretty sure all remaining man pads are going to be located at the enemy HQ building at Mosque. Let's drop a jam there, but I know we can't.
We call break.
Thunder copies last, be marked.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull us back here and just get us another spot we can peek up from without getting shot at so much. So, as soon as I can get my speed under control, I'm going to turn you around.
Got it. Waiting on the marquee.
Yeah.
Called up command pads. I'm gonna start scanning. Those were close though. That's the issue.
Dagger, Warlord on 70. Seemed like those man pads are coming from that radar position over.
Tap mark 1003 and 3 times enemy man pads on the building.
1003.
Yep, I'm going to get you back across the other side of the valley here, really low, radar off, because that way you'll be able to get eyes out.
Warlord copies Mark 1003 with 3 man pads.
Caution, maximum speed.
Warlord's repositioning to the northwest to get eyes on.
Caution, maximum speed.
You wanna try to bring us into this valley right here?
Yep. Right in front of us, and then I'm going to turn you around right now. This is where you had better eyes out on the radar section. Bringing you around, go hot.
And radar is coming off.
Alright, popping you up.
1001 or 003, copy. Okay.
Do you have eyes out?
Yep, eyes out.
Alright,
Thunder's dropping a GBU on it.
got it.
Thunder, I'm gonna wait on your ordnance to drop and then back it up with you do.
This should be good, right?
Yep, I got good eyes, good eyes.
Sweet. How's that for teamwork?
Thunder on 70, moving in position for a south to north high altitude drop.
Dagger, I can also go ahead and hit it with a Hellfire if you need it.
What was that?
Dagger, Thunder 70. Requesting ordnance change to a 1 times GP 56.
Negative abort. We're gonna take it with Warlord.
Copy that.
All you? You got it still?
Roger, rifle.
Sweet. Are you self-lasing that?
Yep.
Sweet.
Thunder Dagger Center. We had a check on marker 0958, just south of HQ.
So,
Dagger, Warlord on 70.
Was that a good splash?
If I hit it with a Hellfire, it looks like they're down on the man pads, but the man pads themselves are still on the boat.
That's a negative on that. There's 2 man pads still up.
Copy. Can you give me a laze on those man pads, by any chance? I can only laze the guy on top of the house.
Trying to find a roof step.
be advised, Thunder has lights on it.
Kelly laze, interrogable. Is that guy on that man pad dead? Because he's looking like it from here.
Negative. Appears to be 3 times up still. Yeah, they're moving up.
Got it. I got a Hellfire if needed.
Interrogative Dagger, we clear hot.
I'll just take it with Hellfire.
Copy Thunder, holding Liz. And Dagger 7-0, be advised that Blue Force Marker is a 1x 25mm gun. It fell through the building when the GPU hit. It is still operational, appears.
Roger.
Thunder, my Hellfire's out over.
That's a first for me.
Be advised, same for me. Catastrophic. Building down.
That was that on your Hellfire catastrophic?
Destroyed.
Nice. Good shit. Talk about fucking teamwork. Love it, love it, love it. There's a ground target Oscar Mike right now. Or it was. There's a ground target Oscar Mike in that same area. It was moving, now it's no longer moving.
I see a guy running around down there, but that's about it.
Okay. Just gonna give you a bit more altitude, see if we can get anything out there. We might have taken care of everything that was shooting at Thunder the whole time. Oh, there's one more thing down there. What is the fuck is that? Is that our task force? Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah.
That direction.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yeah.
It looks like the task force is moving towards. I don't know. They're crossing the river towards the HQ mark now. So I'm gonna focus my attention over there. We're gonna have to move back to the other side of the.
All right.
bed.
Let's do it. Go cold.
Yeah, we're cold.
Shifting.
What position? Where are we gonna be at?
A little bit off to bearing 270 more or less. 260. Get you up in that valley.
Got it.
Dagger Warlord's moving back across the riverbed, be to the east of the task force over.
Roger, cross riverbed.
Now, where the fuck are they? Ah, I see. I'm gonna get you back where I was, kind of.
Yeah, I think we've taken out most of the man pads, hopefully.
Yep. Hang on, I need to get my head in the map here.
Yeah, well, we need to tuck back into this valley a little bit more because we're still in the riverbed.
Gotcha.
And then.
Actually, here's pretty good. Actually, I'm just gonna get us stopped.
That's
And
good.
yeah, yeah. And right over this little ridge here, right in front of me, you'll have some perfect eyes out. And it gives me enough to use some masking. Alright, popping up. Radar on.
Getting back in the gun.
Yep. I've turned you on again. You're hot.
Thank you.
You're hot, baby. There you go. You should have some decent eyes out there. Is that an A-firm?
I got good eyes on the HQ portion.
Mm-hmm.
We might have to gain a little bit of altitude.
Yeah, that's okay.
But not right now. We'll save it. I don't want to peek us up if we don't have to.
I have an idea, actually, what I can do. If I slide down a bit more to the right, I can get you a bit better eyes out on that HQ section.
Alright.
And still have the coverage. Yeah, we're good. Right about here is basically our station. Get you a bit more altitude.
Oh, you want to pop up and see if we can get any spikes?
Yep.
Dagger Warlord on 70, we're gonna pop up and see if we can get more spikes.
Well, if they don't have us by now, there's some radar contacts, but that may be the task force.
That's that Humvee on the ground that hasn't been taken out completely. That's what's getting picked up.
Gotcha. Alright.
We'll just order here for a second. Alright, you can drop us back down. Even though we're not taking spikes, I don't like being up here.
No, me neither do I. Because there's always that one lone gunner.
Dagger Warlord on 70. We took no spikes. And we're currently 4.5 clicks to your east.
Roger, if you feel very safe, feel free to inch forward.
I can go to the next ridge.
That's gonna put us at 3 clicks, so that's gonna get us close to gun range.
I don't mind that.
That'll put us in our LZ.
In our LZ?
In, like, our LZ valley that we landed in the beginning.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna skirt around this way a little bit so we don't directly approach from the... right down their gullet. And I'll get you back out on that little ridge line. It doesn't take a lot of coverage for this guy to actually get masked. That's the good thing.
No.
Dagger Warlord on 70. We're pushing up into the valley that we initially inserted into. We're trying to get in gun range for you.
Perfect, right.
So hot in my room.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
AC.
no AC. Oh, okay. Well, mine's not even turned on yet, but again, our temperatures here are still what I consider mild for a summer. Alright, just gonna pull back here. And then once I'm stabilized, I'll get you back up. Your radar's already on, so you're good. Alright, here we go. Have a look.
Dagger Warlord, we're within 3 clicks. We're just gonna need marks for anything you want taking our guns over.
Roger.
Up the moss.
Yeah, and if they want something to be taken out to, like, farther to the west, I'm gonna have to pop up in altitude a bit more.
Yeah.
Because the side of this hill's masking a bit of the AO. Right now, you probably don't even have eyes on the on the task force.
Wait one.
They'd be behind the hill here.
Yeah, I'm blind to them.
Dagger Warlord on 70. Interrogator, are you guys taking marksman fire?
Don't believe so.
Copy this. I see you guys on top of the mosque that we're shooting your way, and there's a guy to the south of that 2-story building shooting.
Roger.
Oh, he has some kind of launcher on his back. He's within my gun range, so if he starts to pull it out, he's getting destroyed.
There you go. What's up?
I don't wanna peek us up too high.
No, I'm just periodically...
Guys on the way, and it looks like a man pad.
Yeah.
No, there's a dish go on top of the mosque.
Which can still fuck us up if he gets eyes on us.
Yeah.
Where's the mosque? Is it like, oh, dead center, I see it.
It's gonna be your bearing 278.
Yeah, I'm looking right at him. If he gets a beat on us, then he's gonna start popping in the windshield. Oh, speaking of which, controls unlocked. Just in case I eat one.
I'm gonna get hit before you, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the best perch we've got here, but ooh, nope, that'll remove our eyes.
Find me a piece of armor around the HQ. We'll get you a last run before your RTV.
So I'll copy. Eyes on. 1 times T55, located approximately just...
Yeah, this is basically the only place I can get you. I was looking at the map for a second.
So I'll copy inbound, south to north, never.
Just gonna give you a bit of altitude for a quick peek out there, and then I'll drop down. I'm just seeing that one spike.
Yeah, it's that Humvee that's just chilling.
Yeah. Nothing. Alright.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh? I'm seeing a plume out there.
Good check. Good check.
So copy.
Yeah.
Nice.
BDA on that's 100 over 100.
What did he hit?
Gas and RTB.
So copy.
Do you know what he hit out there?
Was the T90? Or was it MVP?
It was all yours. Fuel tanks are at 4% completing.
Copy. Have one plan on.
Tango by you too. Busy.
We don't have much more time, man. We're already half a tank.
Yeah, we're okay. We'll be okay until mission completion. We're running at like nearly full time for mission right now.
Dagger, what was up there? I'm not seeing any more armor targets or landpads down there. Most of it's just infantry on the rooftops.
Roger, I'm gonna try to get you in on that marksman. Stay by.
Yep.
You have eyes on that marksman?
Nope.
Is he somewhere off to the left?
Wait one.
Dagger, can I get a mark on that marksman?
Yeah, firm. Interrogative, where'd you say you saw a marksman on top of Moss?
Hey, firm, there's a couple people on top of the screen.
Roger, step by.
Actually,
Disregard Dagger, looks like they've been taken out already. 3-story building to the west of the mosque, there's a guy sitting on top of it.
this is grid 119. 169.
Warlord, be advised you are cleared to engage with this marksman 09er 59er.
Warlord copy, squad with guns, mark 09er 59.
You should have good eyes out from here already.
Push in.
Yeah, a little bit. Moving right now.
A little bit of altitude also.
Yep. I'll try to keep it safe, but we're pushing it here.
Where's our friendlies anywhere?
Okay, I got you at 2.8 out right now. Do you see it? The marker is a bit higher.
Is that the marksman on top of that 3-story building behind the mosque? Copy, guns.
Let me know if those hit the mark or not. Or if I have to bring it in closer.
Oh, short.
Did you laze?
Yeah.
Alright, I am gonna bring it in. Another 100 meters here. I gotta back off after this is done though.
Guns.
Alright, hold me steady.
Steadying, hold on. Stabilizing. Go for it.
Dagger, Warlord on 70, that marksman's down on it.
Alright, we're good.
Backing off. Can't hear you right now. What was that?
He had a terrible day. He got hit with like 20 rounds out of the chain.
Nice. Okay, we're back where we need to be.
Yep.
I can get you a bit more altitude over here.
Warlord, go ahead and scan up to the northwest. Make sure no extra contacts come in.
Warlord copies. I got eyes on a guy standing on a 1-story with an RPG on his back. I can first keep the guns open.
Moving in. Let me know when I'm good. How far am I out?
He's 2.5 right now, so you're good.
Alright, I'm gonna stabilize. 70, 50, standby. Stabilized. Cleared.
Guns.
I'm gonna give him a 10-round burst.
Oh!
Spike.
Warlord's defensive. Dagger and Warlord on some fire. Be advised, we just took a spike from the same area where those 3 man pads were. We're gonna see if we can get back, get eyes on them.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck they're at.
Also, that infantry with the RPG on it.
I managed to get 2 rounds off before we dove.
Yeah, I don't know where that guy went. Alright. Should I pop up, you think?
Yeah, go if you feel comfortable doing it.
I can evade.
What's your countermeasure looking like?
170.
Let me get marks back on those.
Alright. I have 170 countermeasures. I haven't had to spike like I'm just using mode alpha right now and it seems to be okay.
Okay. So yeah, they're like 2.5 clicks to our west. It looks like it's coming from the same spot those 3 man pads were.
Yeah. They were kind of low right in front of us, right?
Yep.
So I don't know where they're at.
I'll give you a rough mark.
Okay. Yeah, that would help, because that way I just kind of know where I'm looking and trying to evade.
Alright, 1025.
Looking.
Because whenever we're on the other side of the riverbed, that's when we engage.
I do not see your marker 1025. Oh, shit. Yeah. Near PL3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be icy. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to get you up over that area, kind of. But I'm ready to evade as soon as I see something, though.
Copy.
Well, I mean, rather if he sees me. All right, popping you up.
Do it. I'm not too worried about the AO anymore.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn my lays on.
Okay.
I could probably hit him with guns from here.
I'm backing this off a little bit, so that probably won't happen right now.
Wait one. I got eyes on that mark. I'm looking for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he hasn't hit me yet, so. But we are 3 clicks out, so I'll have to push you back in when you're ready. Do you have eyes on him?
Yeah, I don't have eyes on him. I have eyes on the mark.
Okay.
About where it came from.
All right. Now we are quite high out here, so it's not the best spot to be.
If you want to go ahead and duck back down. Because I'm not seeing him over there. My laser's coming off.
Okay. All right, put you back. I'll put you back into that spot so we can at least keep back an eye out over the mosque again.
Yep.
Dagger Warlord on 70, do you have something moving down there, vehicle-wise?
No, stand by. This uniform, I see nothing moving vehicle-wise.
Captain, one I thought I was good.
Alright, we're basically where we were before.
Yeah, I'm not even worried about that man pack. As long as we don't peek up over this mountain, we have good eyes into the AO from here. I'm just
Yeah.
care less about it. Yeah, that dude with the RPG got swacked.
Man, we've had to evade quite a bit tonight.
Dagger Warlord on 70. Be advised that RPG gunner that I was talking about, he's still on.
Yeah, Mark.
Stand by.
121 121 169.
Thunder 60 started approaching 70.
Roger, welcome back.
Thunder, take a mic.
Disregard Dagger, infantry guy.
Also, Thunder, be advised as follows. We are in the town. We're cleared all the way to the north.
So copy last interaction. We cleared for a while. We just want to make sure we have all the A destroyed. So copy. Gonna go east to west. About now.
We still have those man pads on the ground for sure, though. He's gonna get spiked.
Thunder monitors.
Good.
Thunder Warlord on 71. We took a spike from somewhere. I think it was from that old marker where we had the 3 man pads, but we looked for him and can't find him.
Copy. Let's see if I pick up anything now.
There he goes. Nice low flight. Jesus, Thunder.
Caution, fuel low.
Fuck you, fuel low. We're fine.
Got a 16 quick flight back. Unless they want us to land here. Hopefully they do that.
I'd prefer that myself.
Thunder on 70. Be advised. Negative on any spikes. Believe the AO is clear.
Roger that.
Warlord Thunder 71. Everything should be clear, except excluding shoulder launch man pads. That's going to be impossible to see if it's destroyed just because they're going to be hiding in buildings.
Warlord copies. Dagger Warlord on 70. I think you got a vehicle down there.
Break traffic. Thunder 6270. You have 3 times technicals moving faster than you on the MSR to your west. Time now.
Warlord copies.
What's the distance?
3 clicks.
Infantry will have to deal with them. They're too close.
He's too close for us, Dagger. We can't do anything.
Roger, we should be able to handle it.
I can take out that tail Vic if you need to.
I'd have to push you into gun range, though.
I'm not gonna go for it. Looks like they're handling it.
Warlord, persecute guns.
I knew he was gonna say that. Pushing.
Blaze is on.
Yeah, I'm gonna push you in a bit, though. Let me know when your range is ready.
Dagger, how close are friendlies to those Daggers?
Give me a mark on the technicals.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you here. Stabilizing.
Scrub. Say again, scrub.
Yep. I knew he was gonna. Yep.
About to say, because they're taken care of.
Yeah. They're really close, too, so there's just no point. Alright, backing us off a little bit so we don't get spiked. Because I got nowhere to hide right now.
Got it.
Alright, we're golden now. Because this way I have an escape route just behind me to my, like, 7 o'clock. I can just escape back down this valley.
Yeah. I was gonna ask for a server, but he just gave a server.
Yeah.
Why is there a goat out there? I was like, what is that way out there? And it's a goat.
Goats and rabbits, you know, good eating, man. It's lunch. The village elders are gonna, you know, invite us down for a meal later.
I saw a dude just chilling out on the road somewhere. I think they just let out there, yes.
Is that marker 1007 still relevant? It looks like some kind of AAA that was up in the mountains earlier.
Wait, one.
That looks pretty old now.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything up there. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it.
Wait on. Always fun flying with you, bud.
Yeah, it was fun. It was nice to actually stand off and send hellfires from 6 clicks out and watch them connect.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we actually got to do some work with guns, so...
Yeah, it's nice when the terrain supports that, right?
Yeah.
But it's, you know, we also kind of, being able to skip back and forth across the riverbed, that helped as well. Making use of the terrain type thing. Yeah, did you use any long-distance Limas?
1.
And how far was that?
7 clicks.
Oh, and it connected. Sweet.
Yeah.
Interrogative, we're gonna go for an extractor, we're just gonna call it at the end of it.
Yeah, just ask. Looks like we're gonna call it.
Cooler guns.
Can you interpret that? What does he want us to do?
They're just gonna call the end of the mission, or...
Oh, okay.
Call it index.
Index. And then have us land there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Advisor, mission complete. Clear RTV.
Oh?
Okay. Do you want us to RTV or land near the task force over?
You can land somewhere.
Cooler guns.
I got it. There's just a spot that I can park just outside of town to the east. Just east of the task force.
Just east of the task force. You want to try that road near 0926?
Hang on, 0926. I gotta get my head inside the map. That's exactly what I was looking at anyway, more or less. Like I was within... Okay.
Dagger Warlord, we'll be landing at LZ Mark 1.
Yeah. I see it. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I've got it marked up so I can go right to it.
Alright, master state's coming on.
Alright, copy.
Radar's coming off. Controls are yours.
Copy, thank you. Can't hear you right now, but I'm in external view. All right, on the deck.
Copy. Flash saves on. And dismount.
Where are these guys now? That way. Looks like they're just forming up on this hill a bit further north of our LZ there.
Lieutenant Melius, I believe we're just waiting on
Don't forget to condition for your shit. Okay, understood.
1-1 is there.
1's present.
1-6 here. Sergeant Munson, that's the entirety of the platoon, correct?
I haven't heard from 1-1 or 2, but looks like they're here.
Oh, there. Okay.
1-2 is all here.
Cheers. I'm sorry, is everybody here?
1-1
right,
is
thank
all
you.
here.
Yelling.
XO, we're waiting on our last 2 pilots to get here.
You're waiting on your last 2 pilots to get here. Okay, roger that. Where are they? Are they en route?
We're seeing if we're gonna get them teleported over here if they're gonna fly.
Yeah, there's
All right, A-firm.
there's
not
Lieutenant
gonna fly. They're all
Barba.
the way
Who's
back
the
in
other
base.
one?
We're not waiting that long.
Who's the other one?
It
This was
is
done.
Chief
Would you like
Moreno
me
and Chief
to
Stealth.
requisition a tampon for you from the requisitions section? Or would you like to go ahead and stop yourself from bleeding now?
Stopping now. Thank you, First Sergeant.
All right, there they are. Is everybody here now?
Facility.
All right. Thank you. So do this a little bit differently tonight, since I did not lead the actual task force. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it over to Lieutenant Melius, and he'll provide some notes and kind of what he learned and all that good stuff. And then we'll kind of pass it around, and then I'll end it with my notes along with the rest of Company HQ. So, Melius, do you have anything you want to add for the debrief?
Thank you, LT. From my perspective, I just really want to take a moment to thank everybody here. I definitely did learn a lot in my position, and I think all of us did learn a lot here because definitely some things could have been done more efficiently. But at the end, we did. From my perspective, I don't have anything to say. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you, Lieutenant. I'm not really going to critique any of the battle plan. I think actually most of that was pretty good, with the exception of the LZ. I would have pushed that LZ even further south, just because you guys were creeping up along that spur or that ridge line that was coming down from the northwest. But it actually ended up working out just fine. Hindsight's 20/20. Just a little pet peeve of mine with radio talk. You cannot out a person who initiates a transmission on a radio. So if I say, hey you, this is me, I start the conversation. Whoever starts the conversation has the ability to out the transmission. Whoever's receiving the transmission should not out the other person. Another thing with a little bit of radio etiquette, you say, hey you, don't forget this is me. So 1-4, this is 1-2. Havoc 5, this is Havoc 1-6. Don't get lazy and exclude the this is. It's important to have that. For the entire, basically a vast majority of this operation, Weapons Squad was on point. That's not typical. One thing I will critique about the actual tactics today was that when we were online, basically the entire time moving through a town east to west, it would have been great to split up weapons teams and have one weapons contingent with an AR, with the machine gun and with the AT on the in between the right and left, the right and middle, then the other half of the weapons squad in between the other side, the left. the left and or right and middle or what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyways, keep them divided. I don't know why the fuck weapons was on point in front of the entire fucking platoon line. That's ridiculous. That's textbook 101 platoon moving stuff. Quiet. I was monitoring company net tonight. Overall, it's pretty quiet. Near the end, I did notice the frequency of communications increasing. I'm sure that'll just come with time and experience. One thing I don't like is when I'm being told HE is not able to be used, and then I look off in the distance and I see mortars dropping in the town. That's kind of a contradiction of that whole policy of don't use HE. So keep that in mind as well. Once I see mortars drop in town, I just kind of assume that we're good to go on HE. That goes with 203 and frag grenades. My paint appeared and came back. You don't have that problem?
Same here,
It
XO.
won't apply on some. Oh, what do you mean disappeared and came back? Like,
The option to
work?
use it. Yeah, the option to use it disappeared, sir. And then it came back shortly after.
I know sometimes you'll see it and it just won't apply and you have to spray it somewhere creative, but I've never seen it actually disappear and come back.
Yeah, so that was an issue tonight, so keep an eye on that. And then pointing is broken, so we'll bring that up. Make sure you guys put that in your bug reports with your patrol reports.
That's already been taken care of, XO.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Skylining on buildings. I saw a weapon squad climb up to the top of a building and deploy a tripod standing up. Number one, I typically don't like to be on top of buildings. If you have to be on top of a building, if you absolutely have to, lay down, all right? You're creating a nice fucking target when we're getting engaged from snipers over to our... I'd point, but I can't. To the northwest. So just like the same thing with the hilltop. If you're crossing a ridge, if you're maneuvering across terrain, think of the same thing in a mountain environment. Don't skyline yourselves. Captain, do you have anything you want to add?
I just had it. What was the hostage? Like, find hostages? Were there hostages?
There was one hostage.
Was he so it was like a civilian hostage that the Taliban took?
There were two, to be exact, but one was killed en route.
Alright, what happened to the radar station? Because there was no radar device there.
Prior to us even getting on in the AO, it was called up on point one that we were able to take it.
You just went on with that we're able to take what?
My apologies, sir. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. That we were able to take out location with air assets initially, so that was the intent moving into the town. I didn't personally get any eyes on that actual location.
Who built it? Zeus built it. There a radar dish or something there?
Captain, yes, there was. The Lieutenant Barba hit it with a GBU, and the model disappeared when it fell down instead of remaining in place.
Okay, so we said don't drop any explosives inside of the town, and then we dropped the GBU, and then halfway through the mission we dropped mortars in the town without confirming, or were we confirmed at that point that there were no civilians in the town? Like, why did we take out that objective GBU?
Yes, sir. The reality was is there was no civilians seen in the area.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking if it was confirmed by the task force and task force HQ that there were no civilians in the town before dropping a GBU in the middle of town.
I personally, sir, had confirmed with
Who's that? Okay.
Lieutenant
First
Melius,
of all,
that's
get your butt up here.
Yes, sir.
Fucking task force commander tonight.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sorry. Go ahead. I thought that was Sergeant Garcia.
That's fair enough. No.
Civilians, yes or no?
Yes. No. There were none sighted in the area, so that's why we were cleared. And
how
we saw
long
nothing.
before? Like, what was the timeline on dropping that GBU? Was it after we had already initiated a firefight?
After we'd already initiated contact, it would have been about 5 minutes after we pushed into this area. Yeah, we gave it a good amount of time because I didn't want to jump on it per se.
All right. Squad level comms. Squad level comms can be a lot more informal. They need to be a lot faster. So when you're doing squad level comms, unlike what Lieutenant Hammer just said, you don't have to say, hey Alpha, this is Bravo, and then wait for a response. Just send your traffic. Alpha, this is Bravo, send the message. So Alpha, this is Bravo, we're moving, we're doing this, we're bounding, we're waiting for you, blah, blah, blah. If they then don't respond because they're busy doing something else, then get their attention, make sure you have their attention. Alpha, this is Bravo, Alpha, this is Bravo, Alpha, this is Bravo, until they fucking respond, and then send your message. But most of the time that alleviates a good 3 to 5 seconds in the middle of a firefight. When you're trying to communicate with the team, you don't need to say Alpha, this is Bravo, and then Bravo say, or then Alpha say, Bravo, go ahead, and then Bravo sends their message. So abbreviate those squad level comms a little bit. They don't have to be as professional as platoon and company level comms. In general, we are not special forces. We are not spec ops. We should not be doing anything related to hostages. Every once in a while is okay, but that should not be a normal objective for us. That's everything I got.
Thank you, Captain. First Sergeant?
Thank you, LT. What was the issue with 1-3 not having any thermal optics? It's not a rhetorical question. Why did 1-3 not have any thermals?
I imagine that's my fault, First Sergeant. I didn't know that we were supposed to carry thermals.
Well, now you know. It's on your fucking squad leader to make sure you know. All squad leaders carry thermal optics. Not a fucking debate. Not an option. Carry a thermal for a reason. There's a point, probably 5 minutes plus, where a marksman way the fuck out there to the north was engaging us accurately. And we were begging and fucking pleading to get some type of thermal sweep up there in those hills to find out where the hell he was at. And I have no idea who ended up dropping him, how, what, no fucking clue. But it took entirely way too goddamn long to get him dropped. I mean, I heard him firing a solid 5 minutes before he ever even started engaging us. Goes back to what I was talking about last time in the debrief with your guys' situational awareness and being able to use your audio levels to hone in on a target. You should be able to hear those shots and know whether or not it's enemy or friendly fire. There's a big fucking difference in sound between an AK-47 and an M4. And when it's a high caliber rifle, no, we don't use any high caliber bolt action rifles. The only high caliber weapons we use are fully automatic fucking machine guns. So when you hear something large firing off with a very slow rate of fire, you know that's enemy. It can only possibly be enemy. We do not carry any type of sniper rifle. You guys need to be on top of that shit and make sure you are carrying your thermals and using them. That's for squad leaders. That means don't try giving your fucking thermal to a fucking automatic rifleman. His job is not to spot targets. It's your job to receive and pass along information. The automatic rifleman is there to fucking shoot people. Sorry, Captain, you were saying something?
SOP is that the squad leaders can disseminate their thermal to someone else. But if you do that, you need to give it to someone who is basically capable of doing your job as squad leader of scanning and identifying targets with that thermal. So
yes.
It is not recommended.
The reason I say don't give it to the AR is because you guys are always in the habit of wanting to give it to the AR because it's your biggest casualty producing weapon. Well, it's your biggest casualty producing weapon because he's constantly engaging shit, which means he doesn't have time to be calling out all the information on stuff. That information needs to be called out to him so he can just put rounds down range. Just keep that shit in mind. Make sure you guys have your thermals and you're fucking using them. Other than that, you guys did a pretty good job. Really nice job not getting stagnated at any point. You guys moved through this town fairly quickly, especially given the size of the town and the amount of force that you went up against. So, especially for everyone in leadership positions tonight being in a 2IC, you guys did a good job keeping that fucking momentum up. I like to see that. So, keep that going. And those of you that are regularly billeted leadership, take fucking note of what your 2ICs just did. Because they just fucking showed you guys how to move through a town with a quickness. That's all I had, XO.
Thank you, Top. Let's start with Rotary. Do you have any comments?
Nothing from us, sir.
Thank you, Chief. Lieutenant Barba?
Nothing from me, LT.
All right. Thank you. Havoc 4?
Nothing from Havoc 4 LT.
All right. Well, Lieutenant Melius, you can take a big, deep breath and exhale nice and slowly. I just want to, first off, commend you for, well, this will be probably your first time leading a task force, so to echo what the first sergeant said, he did an excellent job tonight. You know, there's probably some high-pressure stuff going on that I couldn't hear or see or whatever, and overall there was no hiccups really from my perspective as a standard rifleman, so excellent work. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to open this up.
LT, you didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, damn right.
At least not enough that anyone noticed any of your fuck-ups.
Point. I mean, but that's kind of the goal, I guess.
That's all you need to do.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
Did we get comments from Havoc 1 yet?
No, sir.
I don't think so. Okay, Havoc 1?
I didn't have a lot. I mean, I took note of the points you made, but overall, I did think it went well. Surprisingly well, given all the shuffling. But no, it was a great job. Thank you, Lieutenant Melius. Did a badass job as task force commander, and thanks to Havoc 4 and all the other elements for working with us.
All right, and just to also something what the first sergeant said, I just was reminded of. Learning the 2IC position is more than just the actual job of how to work a radio and how to stand up as a leader in a different role, but also the equipment. So make sure you guys take notes of that. Make sure you guys learn everything, like the job above you, the job below you, what the guy's supposed to be doing. And even if you have to be a 3IC, you know, refresh that information. So I'm going to open this up to the floor. If anyone has a question or comment, put a C or a Q in chat. In game. Sergeant Garcia.
All I really care about is if you guys had fun. So did you? Right.
Thank you, Sergeant Garcia. All right. I will consider that no other questions or comments. So thank you all for the time. Great work tonight, and you're all dismissed to your individual debriefs.
Thank you very much. Havoc 1 to my channel.
Alright, folks. Obviously, this is where I call it a day, and I gotta jump out. Hope you had fun, and we will catch you again, possibly next weekend, but, you know, as soon as possible. We'll be in an FTX cycle for the next couple weeks at least. Talk to you soon. Bye.